Hey guys, what's going on? I got another fourth generation standard battle for you guys today. This is against blingox24 dollar signs, aka John Wall. Yeah. Met him on the Abra's Asylum chat, and I was asking for a standard battle 4th gen, and he accepted, and here we go. I'm leading with Hariyama, he's leading with Azelf. I go for the fake out because I was pretty confident I could take this Azelf because I thought it was the standard lead, but it turns out to be a choice banded Azelf as he goes for the Zen headbutt, and he just one hit KOs my Hariyama. I'm definitely going to have to be more careful around Azelf from here on out. Yuxi would have been great here, but my Hariyama goes down very early in the match, so now I go to Yuxi, and he's going to switch out here. He's going to go to Flygon, and as I set up the rocks, and he goes for the U-turn, and I believe here I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave to hit the oncoming switching because I knew he would U-turn. I was predicting that. In comes a Heatran, and I do go for the Thunder Wave, so that was a pretty nice prediction on my part. Unfortunately, I really can't do anything to this Heatran, so I'm actually going to have to U-turn out myself. And I'm going to have to bring in Aerodactyl because he's my only real check, one of my checks for Heatran, at least once he's paralyzed. So he's going to go into Flygon here, predicting the Earthquake, and I do go for the Earthquake. I probably should have went for Rock Slide there, although it wouldn't have done that much damage. So I'm going to switch out here, predicting the Stone Edge. He does go for it, and I go into Yuxi. It does even less damage than U-turn did. So it looks like I'm doing pretty good here. He goes back to Heatran, and I'm going to U-turn out again, predicting the Heatran switch in, but honestly, I should have went to Jirachi from the get-go, at least after Azelf switched out, because Jirachi would have really been helpful against a Choice Scarf Flygon since he can't one-hit KO it. So here I make an awesome prediction. He thought I would switch out again, but I just decided to make the obvious move and just go for Earthquake again. And it definitely works out. He has the Shuckle Berry, and he barely lives the first Earthquake, but he gets the Parahacks, so I'm able to finish him with the second one. So he's going to bring Flygon in here. I'm going to switch out, predicting the Stone Edge again, but this time he's going to U-turn. And yeah, we got a lot of U-turns going on here. At this point, he's pretty much switching strategies, and you guys will see in a minute. I'm going to stay in with Yuxi because he really can't do much to me, but he goes for U-turn on Azelf with his banded Azelf, and that is going to be enough to take me out. And I should have switched there. Probably went into Rachi or something like that. He goes back to Flygon. That was probably his only real way of dealing with Yuxi, honestly, because Yuxi is very bulky. So here I go into Shaman, and I'm not really sure why. I should have went to Rachi. I really should have went to Jirachi there, but I did predict a Scizor switch in, and I went for the Hidden Power Fire, but in comes his own Jirachi, and it worked out pretty good. I kind of made up for it a little bit, but here I go for the Earth Power, and he goes back to his Zelf, and I really should have stuck with Hidden Power Fire here, but I didn't, because I didn't think Hidden Power Fire would KO at the time. But now I go into Jirachi because I know the U-turn is coming, and I can't take a U-turn from this bandit Azelf. Jirachi takes quite a bit. He's going to go into Suicune. This really made me think in real time. I was thinking about my next move for a really long time because I didn't know what kind of Suicune this is. Leftovers doesn't really tell you anything because it could still be offensive. He's going to switch out, probably thinking I'm some kind of Calm Minder, predicting a Thunderbolt. I go for the Thunder Wave. This Flygon comes in again. So this Flygon is starting to become really annoying, and it really sucks because I have quite a few answers for Flygon on this team, and it just wears me down all game. So he goes for U-turn again, as I go into Machamp because I predicted he would go for U-turn again. He goes back to Jirachi, and here I tried to bluff by staying in and going for the dynamic punch, but it seems like bluffing never works out for me as he goes straight for the psychic. I did a miscalc there. Machamp would have survived that, but unfortunately this is a Super Rachi, so he's not going to survive a psychic from a Super Rachi. So I go to my own Jirachi here, and he goes for Hidden Power Ground, and that really sucks. I go for the Iron Head because I thought he would switch out and go back to Flygon. I get a crit, which it really didn't matter too much, honestly. I switch out here and go to Arrow, predicting another Hidden Power Ground, but he predicts that and goes for Thunderbolt. And I should have stayed in because I was fearing the Hidden Power Ground, and I was really kicking myself because Jirachi would have survived that Thunderbolt and I would have went for the Fire Punch, and this Jirachi would be gone. But anyway, hindsight's 2020. So now I go to Shaman, and he's gonna go for the Psychic. That's not gonna take me out. He does get the special defense drop. I'm just gonna go for the rest because at this point I'm really just hoping and praying. He's still got 5 guys left and I only have 2, so it's pretty much coming to the end game. I mean, I just got beat down basically. In hindsight, my opponent, it's nothing against him, but he played ridiculously obvious, just U-turning around and around, and it definitely worked out for him. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but it's kind of like, you know, it's really obvious. I kept falling for it because honestly I didn't think anybody did that anymore because it's too easily predicted. But anyway, U-turns out from his Elf, goes into his Breloom. I have no idea why. I finally go into Jirachi. Maybe he felt bad. I don't know. Maybe he still didn't know what kind of Jirachi I was running. But he takes a Draco Meteor, and I just take his Breloom out with a Fire Punch. No idea why he made that switch in at all. But anyway, he's now going to go back to his Elf, and he's going to go for U-turn once again. And this is like the 8th or 9th U-turn of the game. Just on his side, I feel like 50 Cent or something. I got U-turned 9 times. But Jirachi goes down. My last guy is Shaman. He's gonna U-turn, and I'm gonna go for the Siege Flare just to hit anything that comes in. Jirachi comes back in. I go for the Seed Flare and I miss, and that really sucks because had it hit, I could have went for the Hidden Power Fire because there's nothing this Jirachi has that can one-hit KO Shaman at this health level. So now I have to go for the Hidden Power Fire, which it actually ends up one-hit KOing anyway, which is kind of funny. But I probably should have went for Rest here just to at least give myself somewhat of a chance, but I just say I'll just end it. And he brings in Flygon and goes for the final Outrage, and I go down, and that's going to be the game. But good game, Blingo. I definitely hope to play you again sometime since I don't fall for the same trick twice. But guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and Chun is out. Peace.